The Supreme Court says it will rule on the issue of same-sex marriage in America, taking up Proposition 8, California's controversial voter-approved ban on gay marriage. Right now, both sides of the debate are eagerly awaiting what will likely be a history-making decision.
That announcement came earlier than expected, with the Supreme Court agreeing to take on the highly charged issue of same-sex marriage.
There are a number of ways the court could go, and new at 5 o'clock, 10 News anchor Virginia Cha is joining us now to break down what various decisions could mean for gay marriage in California and the nation. Virginia?
Kim, Steve, the court has agreed to hear two different cases that challenge state and federal laws regarding same-sex marriage. For us here in California, the question is how the justices will rule on the Prop 8 case.
Same-sex marriage watchers have been waiting for this day. The Supreme Court now has the chance to rule on whether same-sex couples have a constitutional right to marry. One case the court will review revolves around the 2008 voter referendum Prop 8, which essentially banned same-sex marriage. A 2009 case argued California voters violated the Constitution. The Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals narrowly affirmed that decision.
Same-sex couples were marrying, and then in the referendum, the voters took that right away. The Ninth Circuit said you can't take away a fundamental right.
Law professor Julie Greenberg says while the High Court could have let the Prop 8 case stand because it only affects California, it could not ignore the second case, which challenges the Federal Defense of Marriage Act. The court will decide whether Congress can deprive legally married couples of federal benefits.
So we have this weird scenario where couples in some states get federal benefits, they can file joint tax returns, some can't. They had to hear that case.
9 states and the District of Columbia have made or will soon make same-sex marriage legal. How the Prop 8 case affects the nation depends on whether the court's decision is narrow or broad. Narrow, either way, means it affects only California, though it could validate what other states already have in place. A broad interpretation would mean either all states can ban same-sex marriage or none can.
Generally, the Supreme Court only goes as broadly as they have to.
In the end, one swing vote is seen as the key.
Justice Kennedy, does it all come down to him?
I think what Justice Kennedy decides will be the ruling of the court.
Now, oral arguments are expected in March, but the court probably won't announce decisions until June. Now, there is a possibility the court could still kick out these cases for procedural reasons, but Professor Greenberg says she is doubtful the justices will do that. I'm Virginia Cha, 10 News.